Hi, everybody.
Right.
I am here with the amazing Julie Brown. We are going to teach you guys tonight about finding holiday cash in a dash, because how many of us feel like we have to find that holiday cash right now? There's so many things that this season puts upon our budget and our finances, and that puts stress on relationships and family. And I kind of wanted to de-stress the holidays. And so I've asked the amazing Julie Brown to come and chat with us tonight because she is incredible. If I had to say anybody was an expert on finances, I would definitely point to Julie because she's helped me in my mindset so much. And I definitely wanted to let you guys hear from her tonight. So welcome, Julie.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Erin, for having me on. I'm excited to share a few tips.
Awesome.
So, one of the things that I feel like is important to realize is that there are millions and millions of opportunities around you all the time. And if you just open your eyes up to them and then have the courage to take them, you will see how much opportunities are around you. So I want to give you a few examples of what my husband and I and a few other people that I've observed have done, especially this time of year, to create a little bit of extra income to, for Christmas and providing those gifts for your family. So one of the things my husband has done is he has actually hired himself out to put up Christmas lights for home.
Yes.
And so like you can make pretty good money, but like just putting up some lights for people on their house or on trees or whatever. And there's an abundance of people who would hire you, especially if you ask the wife, because the husband won't do it. And so if you're willing to do it for him, the wife's gonna be like, yeah. So anyway,
that's my husband. It is. It's true. But that is a
yeah.
really good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
we have so many gifts, we have so many talents, and we can serve. And if we just think a little bit in a different way, we can actually find those things, right?
Yeah, you're fulfilling somebody's need or want by doing service like that.
Yeah.
And so that's a super fast, simple way. With doing just like 5 homes, you could earn over $1,000 for Christmas or $1,500 for Christmas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you totally.
It doesn't take that much work.
And
because you can anyway.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say that you can take this actually and apply it across the board. I mean, this doesn't just have to be a Christmas special too. For Christmas lights, unless if you live, well, we're not going to go there, but unless if you're a hillbilly, they come down. But there's so many other things, raking leaves. There's, shoveling sidewalks. I know that's something that my little guy is getting himself into now and earning a little bit extra cash for.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do some sort of a handmade gift? I mean,
yeah. What if you did something? What if you could do something in bulk and sell it for people to give as like neighbor gifts or Christmas gifts? Yeah. Like what if you made a bunch of treats and sold them as Christmas gifts? Or there was somebody who I noticed she made a bunch of printable things. So you could buy the printable or you could buy and print it yourself. And it was like, but you would, she designed it and made it so that it was something you do every day. It's actually a scripture thing. Anyway, sell them for $25. Like, and then all you have to do is just tell people about it and market it.
Mm-hmm.
So really, like, seeing what a need, fulfilling that need, and then finding the people that want that, and that, fulfilling that need for the right people.
Yeah. Well, and I
go ahead.
You also have to have that belief that you can do it. And I know, like, that's something that I've just recently, I was just telling Julie about this cosmic 2x4 that hit me in the head, and she knows all about it. But it's a belief. You have to believe that you can do that kind of stuff and that people will see value in you. And if you actually have this belief that nobody's going to see this value, nobody's going to buy from me, check in deeper, because there's something within you that says you don't have value. And that is the worst thing you can possibly believe, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes it's just finding, like, sometimes what people I find run into is they're like, well, I'm not unique. Like, there's a lot of other people that do this or that can, you know, fulfill that need.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, there's millions of people. There are millions of people. There's going to be enough for everyone, for you, for what you have, what your skill is, whatever that is. If you're crafty, or if you can, you know, do manual labor, or if you are you know, good at techie stuff. You don't even have to be like an expert. Like, I'm self-taught on how to make websites and stuff, but I totally help people with that all the time because I'm really good at it. But I've never gone to any schooling for it. You don't have to be an expert. I'm not an expert in that, but I'm good at it, and I get asked and paid to help people with that kind of stuff. Wow. So what kind of things, like, do people ask you about? What skills do you have? It's easy to find opportunities.
Well, you know,
it really is, if you allow yourself.
I think one of the best things we can do at this time is to sit down and write down all of our talents, you know, and go through them and see what is marketable. What can you do? What can you do and you know, the other thing too, and I teach this in my Lighthouse course, is if we can figure out what our talents are and what our gifts are, we can actually start a roadmap towards our mission and our purpose, because that is what Heavenly Father's brought us here for. And what a better thing to be doing right now, providing for your family, providing this Christmas, and also finding your mission and your purpose. That's amazing. You know, there's so many possibilities at this time of year, and I think that's part of the magic of the holidays, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Money is easy to make. If you want money, it's easy. I mean, it's easy. It's not something that's hard. There's an abundance of money, and there's an abundance of needs that you can fulfill. It's all mindset. It's all a belief in yourself, like you're saying, and just being okay with opening yourself up to those opportunities, and just saying, "Hey, I'm ready for the opportunities or the ideas," and then you act on them. Yeah. How many times have you had those ideas and you didn't act on them, and then you tell yourself that you don't have enough money or you don't have enough opportunity? But it's really not true. You've had those ideas come to you. I know it. If they come to me and my husband, then they come to, we're the same as you. We get ideas and we act on them. Not all of them, but we act on the ones that we decide to. And you know, so it's really, really easy. Really, just tell yourself that, and then decide, okay, I'm going to get these ideas, and I'm going to choose the ones I want to act on.
Yeah, totally. And you know, the other thing too I want to point out is it doesn't have to take money to create money. It totally doesn't. I mean, if we take a look at what we have around us, I mean, I know upstairs I have so much craft stuff just sitting around, you know, and I don't really need to, like, if I was going to sell little tiny crafts or something like that for Christmas, I wouldn't really have to go out and buy anything new because I already have so much. Another thing we can do is we can look around our house and we can see, what do we have in abundance already? Do we have too many clothes? Do we have too many toys? I mean, there's so many possibilities, and there's always an abundance of something somewhere in our lives. And if we're needing that cash,
yeah, but you don't necessarily have to sell your stuff to get cash, because I mean, if you have an abundance, obviously it's a good thing to not have too much of things, you know, but sometimes people think that that's the only avenue of creating income into a quick way to earn cash. but it's not. It's really not. Like, you don't have to sell your stuff to bring in money. You can do something else.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway.
There's many, many different things you can do. I guess maybe I should clarify in saying that for me, you know, if I'm going to wear that outfit again, I'm definitely going to keep it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I have an abundance of like essential oils or something like that. And I know that I've had people trade me things that I needed. But I've had things that people have wanted from me, and I've been able to, you know, trade them oils and get something back for that. So that it's just one thing that we can do. But I also think, you know, I like your idea in the fact that we say when we sit there and we think about all the possibilities that are inside of us already, because there's an abundance right there. It really is. We are incredible beings, and each one of us is unique. So there's already an abundance there. But I love the whole idea of the progression of the holidays where we have Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then we go into New Year's, because it's like, here we have gratitude, and gratitude precedes generosity. Generosity precedes the possibilities. And when we go into the new year, what are we doing? We're sitting there thinking, you know, about our resolutions and this new us and new everything and new finances. What's possible? And this is the time we think about that. So what a better time to kickstart it when we're in the generosity thought process. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing. That's cool.
Thank you. Do you have any other tips, Julie? Or I think this has been
so yeah, so do you want like ideas or like tips for mindset? What would you like me to share?
You know, if you got a couple of each, maybe that would even be good, because I think sometimes we need the ideas to kind of get the mindset in gear and get it moving. It's kind of like the cold of the train. But I also think that we also do need to be working on the mindset too, because if we're not seeing possibilities right now, it's because our mindset is not where it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. So another idea is I don't know why this wasn't one of them, but one of them came into my mind: gift wrapping. I don't know where that came from, but what if you went around and offered to wrap gifts? I don't know. That's an idea. That wasn't the idea I was thinking of, so I don't know where it came from. So anyway, the now I lost the idea that I had. Maybe I wasn't supposed to share that. That's crazy. So tutoring. Like, what if you helped tutoring like children, or even college students, if you have that skill. Like, I know lots of people. I know people who tutor kids and make money that way, who have helped get started in that arena where they just put themselves out there as tutoring kids and getting, reading with their kids and helping them get their reading levels up and stuff like that. Yeah. Or I also have friends who tutor college students who, in certain areas like math or physics, stuff like that, the harder classes, and they're good at that, and so they can tutor college students and make good money doing that. And so your knowledge is worth money.
It is.
The knowledge that you have is worth money. You can share that with other people easily. That takes no money for you. No money whatsoever to put yourself out there as a tutor.
Yeah.
And house cleaning. You could easily clean houses for people and make money. Like, there's millions and millions of possibilities out there of how to make money.
Yeah, totally.
So those are some ideas to get the juices flowing.
Well, and there's so many different things. Like, I'm seriously I'm gonna say, hey, if you guys want me to wrap your presents, I am good for that. I love wrapping presents. I can get paid for that.
What if, and what if you had a space that you could store people's gifts, like a store, you know, for Christmas, so that
I
they
would
don't have
pay
them in their
for that.
house?
I seriously would. My kids find everything. Everything. Like seriously, I'm getting very creative in my excuses. Very.
But like, what if you had like this empty, you know, garage or something like that, where you're like, hey, you can store your gifts here until Christmas so that your family doesn't see it or whatever. I don't know. You could charge a little bit of money for that rental space, you know? They would probably. So anyway, instead of layaway, just bring it to my house and put it in the garage for a little bit, you know? So there's lots of ideas.
I mean, gosh, these are so many good ideas. I mean, you know, I know another thing that people have done around here in my community is there's kids that are in college, like exchange students and different things like that, and they're out of school right now and they need housing. And they have opened up an extra room for kids, and they're getting like $500 to $1,000 extra right now just for housing one of the college kids. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I mean, that was I thought that was really brilliant. Really brilliant.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if any of these ideas didn't resonate with you, that doesn't matter. There are things that will work for you. I just wanted to show there's ideas out there. You just need to start thinking about it. What do you have to offer? What, you know, can you do for people that would fill a need? Right? That's what we do to make money, is we're feeling a need. And so if you just think in those terms, like, how can I fill someone else's need and then do that?
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it for people to pay you. They happily pay you that money.
Yeah, really. There's a market out there for something that you're thinking about. There really is. And, you know, I mean, you think about the business we're in, Julie, you know, the mentoring and the coaching and different things like that. Have you had like serious doubts about being able to do that? And then all of a sudden, here it is. It's just right in front of you. And I think a lot of times
when I first started, like I felt so insecure about it that I didn't even want to charge money. Like that was so scary to me. And so I just said, can I practice on you? Like I, you know, asked people if I could practice on them because I wanted to do it, but I wasn't ready to charge money for it. Mm-hmm. And then I started charging like $25 appointment, you know, so like you definitely start with doubts, but if you keep moving past those and keep working on those doubts and deciding those doubts aren't real, they're just, you know, thoughts in my mind that aren't real, I can choose what I believe about myself and deliberately choose your thoughts and what you believe about yourself and change those doubts to positive beliefs. Then you can work past them and you can change from what when I started, I was doing it for free versus now I charge over, I think it's $250 an appointment. So it's like, you know, if I can do it, you can move past those doubts and do whatever it is you want to do.
I mean, we're still human. We still make mistakes. We still do the cosmic 2x4s that I'm still trying to heal from the one I just had. Anyway, but it's like, you know, I know I am not, like, I'm extraordinary, but I'm not any more extraordinary than any other person on this planet. It's just, I think for me, I realize
but seeing your divine value, even though you're not any more special than anyone else, you are a divine and infinite person, a child of God that has that divine potential. And so the cool thing is, you're maybe not better than anyone else, but you are as good as those people you think that are better than people, right? And people you compare yourself to that you're like, I could never do that. you're just as good as them. You might not be better than anyone else, but you're just as good as everyone else.
Yeah.
Right? So the reverse is true.
And, I have to say, when I send out this email about this webinar that we're doing tonight, the precedence, the main thing that I sent out was, you are loved. And just a simple message like that gets people's ears up and gets them listening. What if you were just, this is the scary part. This is the big thing. What if you figured out your message and was able to market that? There is a message that somebody needs to hear from you, and there's a whole lot of possibility and potential in that message.
Yeah. What if you wrote a book and sold that book,
Yeah.
What if you became an author? What if you recorded some CDs of your message?
Yeah.
What would happen? What if you got paid to go speak somewhere? Or what if someone hired you to help them through their problems?
Yeah. Seriously, that's huge,
awesome.
Right? It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely huge. I mean, just what if? What if? There's so many what ifs in this world. And I wanna point out, because we're only a half hour into this, but I wanted to say, we sit there and we think there's not enough so many times in our lives, but how often do we see coins, pennies, quarters, whatever on the sidewalk that we just step over? To me, that's a direct sign that there's abundance there. What if we were to pick up every single penny, every single dime, every single nickel that we see on the sidewalk, and we start putting it in a jar? How much would we have within a year? What if we did that? What if we called that our Christmas fund? What would we have Christmas 2017? What would we have? There are possibilities. It's just we got to stop stepping over them.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
And I'm going into this mindset part here because, like I said, that is definitely more my gift, is the mindset, than the actual let's do this kind of a thing. And Julie's very, very, hands-on. What about this? What about this? What about this? And that's something I love about Julie. That's why I asked her on. But guys, it's there. It is totally there for you to just grab a hold of and take.
Yeah, you just have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Choose if you want it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And are you willing to be just a little bit uncomfortable? Are you willing to stretch yourself a little bit to get what you want? Mm-hmm. And yeah. I love the holidays because there's so many lessons in it. There's just so much yumminess, so much magic, and cosmic 2x4s that hit you in the head. But it's just such a wonderful time for us to see the possibilities within us.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Erin.
Thank you. Do you have anything coming up, Julie, that you want to tell the audience about?
Well, first of all, if you go to my website, juliebrowncoaching.com, you can just grab a free printable for keeping track of what you're grateful for each day. I write down 6 things I'm grateful for each and every day. And so I just made the sheet that I use and print out for myself available for people. So you can print that off. It's free. And you just, click the link that you want that and sign up for that so that I can send that to you. And then I also, I have a marriage retreat coming up in January. It's in Salt Lake City in the Little America Hotel. And anyway, so that's coming up in January, and you can also find that on my website under events. So, yay, awesome. It's going to be so awesome. A perfect Christmas present.
Yeah, totally. I mean, what a better Christmas present than a better marriage throughout the next year.
Yeah.
It's getting better and better.
Yeah.
That's like primo, awesome.
Well, it's a retreat, so it's a fun getaway we're providing a lot of fun events and things that we're going to be doing there, and then also we're giving away a lot of stuff, a lot of prizes and stuff like that at it, and then it's just a time to sit back and relax with your spouse and reconnect.
Yeah, so. And that's, oh man, yeah, that sounds incredible and like perfect. I want to go.
I'm thinking, yeah, I think we need to get like some massage people there. No, that would be awesome, right?
I'm in. The money.
We are going to be teaching you how to massage each other, though. That'll be good.
That can get fun. So,
yeah, well, it's just going to be shoulders and hands. Thanks, Erin.
My mind goes. Anyway, also, guys, if you want to, I know a lot of you have already subscribed to the newsletter, but if you know of anybody that's looking for messages of hope, looking for these webinars, and looking for the messages that Julie shares and I share, and a lot of my personal colleagues, let them know. Tell them to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is I think it's Live, Thrive, Empower is my YouTube channel, but if it's not, I will correct that in the next email here. But definitely go to livethriveempower.com. Make sure people are getting in for those newsletters, because I definitely want you guys to know how much you are loved and how cherished and valued you are. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for hopping on with us tonight, and we will see you guys. Sorry. Next time.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Erin.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.